So niching is a thing, but it's also, I feel, kind of overrated. When it comes to deciding on your niche, the biggest questions I hear are, how do I decide? What if I pick it and it ends up being the wrong one? How do I know? Niching, it's a thing. It's the thing that might be holding you back. It's the thing that might be causing you to stay stuck for months or even years. I've helped thousands of professionals figure out their niche, sometimes in under 2 minutes. And we are going to do just that using my unconventional questions. So, niching is a thing, but it's also, I feel, kind of overrated. Too many practitioners and coaches think, I don't have a niche. I can't start. Nothing could be further from the truth. I just want you to start. I don't even care what you talk about. You have to get into the practice for yourself first. Look, the reality is, even if you have a niche, you might be too scared to show up anyway. You might be too scared to post a single thing, so it doesn't really matter if you have a niche or not. Yes, I'm going to help you figure out your niche, but let's be serious. You have so much knowledge in your head. Why not just start talking about it? Why not just share what you know and see where the chips land? The ability to take an action will serve you more than having or not having a niche. So, we're going to start at the beginning. What is a niche and why is it important to have one? So, I'm going to give you my version of what a niche is, and hopefully that will get the ball rolling for you. In my opinion, a niche is your area of expertise. It's an area of specialization. It's not your professional title. A lot of practitioners and coaches think that, being a health coach is a niche, or being a naturopathic doctor is a niche, or being a massage therapist is a niche. That's not a niche. That's your professional title. You are trained as a health coach or a massage therapist. But what is your area of specialization as a health coach, as a massage therapist, as a naturopathic doctor? What is your area of expertise as a speech therapist or as a trauma coach? Your area of expertise is also different from your ideal client, which is another piece of the puzzle. So, for example, as a life coach, you specialize in working with divorced women who are ready to start again. So, working with divorced women who are ready to start again, as in divorce, that's your niche, that's your area of specialization. But what kind of woman? Is she young, midlife, with kids, without? Does she work? Does she stay at home? That is your ideal client. So it sounds like this. As a life coach, I specialize in working with stay at home moms who are newly divorced and ready to start again. That's crystal clear, is it not? That's the whole package. It's clear, it's concise, and it gives you the ability to communicate and build a brand. And yes, I know, as a life coach, you are trained to help anyone and everyone. Listen, we all are, right? We all are. But that's not helpful when it comes to building a brand and growing an audience online. People are looking for coaches or practitioners who specialize in the area that they specifically want help with. They aren't looking for general advice. They don't want to follow somebody who, gives random tips and tricks occasionally. They want to follow somebody who speaks directly to them, where their content is valuable. That is why having a niche is so important. It gives you an anchor to build from. The area of specialization and your ideal client is that anchor. Everything you create is for your audience. Everything. To summarize, your niche is your area of expertise. You use your training to help a specific population with their struggle, and your ideal client is the type of person who is struggling with that specific area of specialization. Think about the people that you follow online. I bet one of them has a specific area of expertise. They they have a brand that demonstrates that expertise through their content, and that's why you follow them. There is a payoff for you. You're learning and you're feeling a certain way, and they are inspiring you and they are educating you and they are helping you with a specific area of your life that you are struggling with. Make sense? I also bet that they talk more about than what they just specialize in. Am I right? They might bring their kids into the conversation or talk about their holiday travels or other things that are relatable to you, their ideal client. They are more than likely entertaining you or educating you or causing you to feel a certain way, and that is why you continue to follow them. And the reason that you follow them is because you're getting something from them that you're missing in your own life. Maybe it's humor, maybe it's motivation, maybe it's inspiration. So now that you're clear on what a niche is and why you need one, let me help you figure out yours. So when it comes to deciding on your niche, the biggest questions I hear are, how do I decide? What if I pick it and it ends up being the wrong one? How do I know? All good questions, all very valid questions. The reality is you might pick a niche and get started and then slightly adjust it. You might pick a niche and start working with a few clients and then realize you need to either expand it or narrow it. All of these changes, all of these things, they're very normal. What I don't want is for you to not pick a niche because you're afraid of whatever outcome. One of the success characteristics is to be able to be decisive. I want you to be decisive. So let's go through my 3 unconventional questions. Number 1, what is an area of specialization or a topic that you are obsessed with? If you couldn't learn one more thing but could help someone with now, what would that be? So here are some examples. Blood sugar regulation. Like if I was doing anything health, that would be mine. I'm obsessed with regulating my blood sugar. I'm obsessed with all things blood sugar regulation. So, blood sugar regulation, gut health, trauma recovery, painful periods, food sensitivities, back pain, self worth, boundaries, muscle building, home organization, non toxic living. These are all areas you could easily specialize in. They're broad, and that's fine. That's fine. So remember, you are trained in a variety of topics. The goal is to pick one and dive deeper into it and become the expert in it. Question number 2.